So then guys, with less than 3 months to the launch of the iPhone 17 models, today I want to go over the top 12 upgrades and leaks we've heard about for the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And without further ado, let's get started with number 1, and that is all to do with a brand new design we're going to get on the back of the iPhone. As I'm showing right here in these 3D renders, you can see that we're going to be getting a new iPhone with a sort of rectangular kind of bump. And in fact, I've also been given a dummy iPhone, what is the finalized design of the iPhone 17 Pro Max, as you can see right here, where I compared it to the likes of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. And you can see that this big square bump at the top is definitely a big change here, where the LiDAR sensor has also moved and also the flashlight has also moved to the actual side. It's not actually with the cameras this time round. So this is a totally different approach that Apple are taking here on the rear of the actual iPhone. And this also leads me on to upgrade number 2 with something else that Apple are going to be changing. And it looks like they're going to be bringing back aluminum or aluminium, depending where you are in the world. And that is that we're going to get kind of a titanium and a aluminum kind of build together to give it this kind of sort of glow kind of effect you can see here on these 3D kind of renders, where you can see the kind of like rectangular kind of big sort of square with the Apple logo in it. This is going to be something completely different we're going to be getting here. So we're actually going back to aluminum this time and also mixing this up with titanium. So this is definitely another different approach that Apple are taking here. And then for the third big upgrade, sticking with design, we've actually heard about the special edition color what's going to be coming out with the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max, and it looks like it's going to be a sky blue. We've had the sky blue introduced in the likes of, say, the MacBook Air earlier this year, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, and definitely it's something I'm a big fan of, and I know a lot of you guys are too. And this is now going to be the special edition color what is going to be coming along to the iPhone 17 Pro models. We're more than likely going to be getting the traditional kind of white, the black, and also the silver, maybe the natural titanium color, but it's also unsure if we're going to keep that desert titanium color too, or I could even say desert aluminum color this time round. We'll have to wait and see on that, but sky blue is definitely on the cards here. But next of all, let's talk about camera upgrades, and starting out with number 4, I want to actually start with the actual front of the actual iPhone, and this is the actual camera. It's going to be in dynamic island, and it's going to be upgraded now to a 24 megapixel camera. And this is the first time Apple have ever introduced a camera like this in the front of their phone. We've actually had a 12 megapixel camera now for the last kind of about, say, 3 or 4 years, ever since, say, the iPhone sort of 14 Pro models. This is one of the first times to actually get this. So, you know, to be upgraded this time, this is going to be really, really awesome to see, to get 24 megapixel. It's going to sharpen out pictures even more, and I'm sure that, say, kind of skin tones and light is also going to be really helped out here with having this 24 megapixel camera in the front of this phone. But then moving on to the 5th upgrade, and this actually is to do with the rear cameras on the back, we're actually going to get a 48 megapixel camera sensor put into the telephoto camera sensor this time round. In the past, it's been 12 megapixels, and last year, for example, with the iPhone 16 Pro models, we got a actual 48 megapixel introduced to the ultra wide, and also the telephoto one was just the last one left out, still at 12 megapixels. So this is going to be upgraded to 48 megapixels. This makes all of the cameras on the rear now to be 48 megapixels. So this is going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to make out, say, zooming and things like this going to be even better and crisper. And I'm sure digital zoom is even going to take a good upgrade here too. And having these 48 megapixel sensors at the back also leads on to the 6th upgrade, and that is we're going to be having the ability to record at 8K for the first time on an iPhone. So having those sensors upgraded is going to really help out, so you'll be able to do 8K recording. It hasn't been specified how this is going to work yet. We don't know if we're going to be able to record in RAW, or if it's just going to be, say, Apple's own version of, say, 8K, you know, with their own video formats. We'll have to wait and see on that exactly what we're actually going to be getting there, but I'm expecting probably, say, 30 frames per second and also possibly 60 frames per second, but probably nothing more than that, with the ability to record with the 8K cameras on the back of the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max. But then for the 7th big upgrade with the iPhone 17 Pro models with its cameras, and that is we should be able to do dual recording. So we'll be able to actually record on the front facing camera and also on those rear-facing cameras at the same time. So you'd be able to get, say, the vlogger's kind of point of view and also what you're shooting kind of point of view. I can imagine this would be great if you're like watching, say, fireworks or something like this, or let's say if you're at a kid's sort of sports day, to get your reaction and also record what your kids are doing too. This is going to be absolutely awesome to have this kind of dual kind of mode out there. But first, I just want to step away talking about the iPhone 17 because I want to tell you about today's sponsor, and that is Kinsta. Kinsta offers managed hosting for WordPress solutions that are designed for speed, security, and scalability. With super fast infrastructure and worldwide CDN, enterprise-grade security features, and an intuitive dashboard, it's the ideal solution for businesses and developers looking to simplify their website management. And this is what Kinsta is all about. You might be able to design your own web page and things like this, but getting to hosting and understanding all those bits and pieces, it can get quite complicated. But this is where Kinsta actually is really, really great. And in fact, they actually offer a help desk what is open 24/7, 365 days a year, where you can actually speak to a real person to get help with your web hosting. On top of this as well, they've made everything super stress-free for you, so speeds that wow your visitors, security that never sleeps, and a dashboard so intuitive that you'll wonder why everything isn't this easy in the first place for any kind of web hosting. In short, Kinsta web hosting is just for those kind of people out there who just want their websites to work straight away out of the box, and this is why they are brilliant. And if you want to check out Kinsta, well, the great thing is Kinsta right now offering you 1 month free usage of their web hosting. And you can scan the QR code, what's appearing right now. It's been appearing throughout this whole bit of the video. And also you can check out the link that's also in the description of this video too. And with that, let's return back to the main video. So moving on then to the 8th upgrade, and that is all to do with battery life. We've been told we're going to get an even bigger battery inside the likes of the iPhone 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max. Even though the battery life in the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max is reasonably good, it's going to be even improved even more to have a larger capacity inside of it. And something what's going to help out with that is the 9th big upgrade, and that is to do with the A19 Pro, what's going to be put inside of the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max. So the next generation of the chip is coming, and we're really looking forward to seeing how much more faster and how much more efficient this is going to be over, say, the A18 Pro. It's definitely going to be an improvement. We're not quite sure how much more of an improvement at this stage, but yeah, we are really, really excited to see that we're going to get that next generation chip. And then to go along with this for the 10th upgrade, we've also been told that we're going to be getting a kind of custom new chip put inside the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max for 5G connectivity, Bluetooth, and also for Wi-Fi. Similar to what we had the iPhone 16e, this was a custom-made chip. We're going to get a custom-made chip for the likes of the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max with Wi-Fi 7, 5G capability, and again, this will be helping out with battery life. So this is something else to be looking forward to. But then for the 11th upgrade, we've also been told now that we're going to be getting 12 gigabytes of RAM inside of the iPhone's Pros series this time round, up from 8 gigabytes. And this is something I'm quite excited to see, because obviously the previous generation with 8 gigabytes has been great, but obviously as more Apple Intelligence features come out and also opening up even more apps and features, this is definitely going to be actually helping out now to have 12 gigabytes of RAM inside of this iPhone. And then finally, for the 12th big upgrade, we've been told having all this A19 custom chips and 12 gigabytes of RAM and everything like that, well, we need to keep this cool. And the great thing is it looks like Apple are redesigning their kind of cooling abilities inside of the iPhone to actually help with this, because obviously the last kind of generations of the iPhone, especially with the 16 and the 15 models, they've got quite toasty, they have, especially the Pro ones. So yeah, to having a new kind of cooling kind of chamber, vapor kind of chamber or something like this is really, really going to help out here for the next generation. This is something that definitely is going to help us out, especially if we're going to be recording like 8K and things like this. So yeah, I am definitely excited for this. But what is your favorite kind of feature or leak that you've heard about for the next generation of the iPhone? Let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.